Hello everybody and welcome to our very first video tutorial, Any Age, Take and Make. This week we're going to make sock gnomes. So you picked up your bag from the library, let's open that up. You've got some faux fur, some directions, some batting, a baggie with some string and rubber bands. You'll have 3 cut socks and your rice. So from home, you're going to need to bring a pair of scissors and either a pink marker or some blush. And you're also going to need a glue gun, tacky glue, or some safety pins. So let's get started. Now the sock's already cut, so you don't have to worry about that first part, but you're going to put your rice into your sock. So we're going to open up just the edge of our bag. Keep the rest nice and tight. You can put your sock right over the bag. And we're going to tip that in. Hopefully not spilling it everywhere. Okay. As you put the rice in, you're going to compress it down. Just like that. Get the rest of our rice. This is about 3 cups of rice. If you need to make more of these, you can keep the directions. All you really need is some socks from your unmatched sock bin and some faux fur. Okay, we're almost done. Compressing as we go. Okay. So, we've got our rice and our sock. We're going to push it down a little bit more. First thing we're going to do is take out our rubber band. You're going to need one of your clear rubber bands. You're going to put this on the top. Now, if you're going to keep this gnome forever and ever like I am, you're going to want to make sure that your gnome doesn't fall apart. So we're going to take a piece of string because rubber will degrade and eventually break, and we're going to just tie this on top just to make sure our gnome lasts. Okay, trim that up. There we go. Now we have a happy little gnome. The next step is we're going to make his nose. So you're going to need a second clear rubber band out of your bag. You can make his nose any size, big or small. I like nice big noses on my gnomes. Now you don't want to put it too low because his nose is going to look funny there, and you don't want to put it too high. So you're going to want it right about middle, little above middle. You're going to pinch a bunch of rice. There we go. If you like your gnome's nose, you can make it bigger. You could take it out and redo it, but if you're happy with it, we're again going to take a piece of yarn, tie it around the bottom just to make sure he doesn't fall apart. There. Now, my gnome has been outside in the cold, so his nose got all pink. So we're going to use our marker and just color his nose in. Blush works too. I just happen to have a marker at my desk. There's his cute little nose. Now the next step is important because as your gnome sits, he's going to want to settle. So unless you want a blob with a hat on it, we need to make a waist. So you're going to take your rubber band, just put it right about where his waist would be. That will help him from compressing too much. There we go. Now you're going to take your 2 socks and decide which one you want for his clothes and which one for his hat. So I'm going to use the black for his clothes and the red for his hat. So you're going to just slip this along the bottom. Use a little bit of your tacky glue or hot glue to keep this up. I'm going to tuck that in the back. That's part of the heel. There, now he's dressed. Next step is going to be his beard. So you have a 4x4 piece of faux fur. You're going to take your marker and you're going to draw the shape of the beard that you want on the back. It can be symmetrical, it can be asymmetrical, it can be any way you want it to be. You don't have to cut it all, you could leave it square. So this is important. When you're cutting faux fur, you don't just cut it. You've got to slip your scissors. So I'm going to start it, and then I'm going to slip my scissors underneath, and I'm only going to end up cutting the backing, not the faux fur part, because we want his beard to look natural. So you're going to slide your scissors in, making sure you're not cutting all of the hair. Watch your hands in this section. The last thing you want to do is cut yourself. And you're going to cut down your line, or almost on your line. Pull that off. Very good. Do it to the other side. Here we go. All the way down. Very good. So now we have a cute little triangle beard. Now to put him on, you're going to want to cut a V right here to go around his nose. So you're just going to take your scissors, find the middle, and again, just try and cut the backing. Get it started. Slip your scissors in there and just cut that V, and then you can just pull it right off. Now you've got room for his nose. So you're going to put this right underneath his nose, pull it up, and you're going to use your glue to tack it right here and right here. Now I'm going to use safety pins. So I'm going to just take a safety pin, I'm going to stick it in and pin his beard to the backing. Now you're going to cover this with the hat, so you're not going to be able to see this when you're all done. Here's another safety pin. Can't have his beard falling off. Okay. There we go. Now, you could give him a mustache. You can arrange his beard any way you want. So, for his hat, I want to make a little pom-pom on the top, so I'm going to take some of my batting, and I'm going to stick it in the colored section of the hat. Take my rubber band, pinch this. Looks just like a pom-pom on the top of a hat. There we go. Then I'm going to take the rest of the batting. I'm going to stick it inside his hat. I'm going to kind of hollow out the middle because that's where this part's going to go. And then stand him up, stick his hat on, and again, you're going to want to use glue or something to hold the hat down, because with the batting, it's going to want to pull up. But once you get it all the way down, if you feel like you have too much batting in the hat and it's not pulling down far enough, you can take a little bit out, like that. Pull the hat down, and then you're going to glue the sides and secure it. And there is your happy little gnome. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon.